Hi guys, welcome back to August Love Story. Today we are reviewing Ready to Love, Last Resort, Season 3, Episode 9, and this episode is titled Second Choices, Second Chances. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. Okay, so we're gonna start with who was eliminated. Alex. I think we all knew Alex was going home this week just because the only connection that she had made was with Rasheed since Brian left.
Yeah.
Right?
And it wasn't like a real connection to me. It was kind of like a
I love the reality TV words connection.
it wasn't real to me. It was like it's kind of like they just kind of was together. You know?
He was who was entertaining.
I'm
her.
taking my friend out to eat or something like that because they went to go play basketball and they talked about her things and they got a little bit deeper on what they talked about
this week.
Yeah. So I figured she was gonna go home just because of that.
Mm-hmm.
No other reason.
Which was part of what it was Calfini, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was part of what Calfini said to her and what she said in her exit interview was basically that she didn't give anyone else the chance to get to know her because everything was all about Brian. And it makes me wonder, what was she doing when Brian was going on all these other dates?
Right.
Because he went out with Alicia, he went out with Winter, and we never really got to see her go out with anybody else but, I believe, Rasheed.
Yeah. That's the only one I can remember.
Yeah.
That she went out with.
And I'm not going to look back through the notes to figure it out.
No.
Okay, so starting back at the top, Winter and Jay talked to each other about who their top picks were. I don't know why they keep rehashing this. They know who's at Jay's top. We can let that go.
Right. I think it's just because they have to. They have to go through that motion. So
yeah. After that scene, the guys met up with nephew Tommy. He let them know that this week we're talking about vulnerability. And they need to get to know someone better, mostly someone that is not their number one. Mm-hmm. And in some cases, not even your number two.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting because in that same conversation, we had already deduced this, but Joy is more than one person's top pick. Adriana is more than one person's top pick. And as much as we like Winter, she's just not it for any of these guys as the top pick. Well, could be for Anthony, but
right.
We don't really.
Anthony is he's different.
Yeah. So in that, we go back to the conversation of Jay and Joy. I'm sorry, not back to the conversation. That was Jay and Winter. Jay sits down with Joy and tells Joy that he's going to be spending time with someone else, and basically for her to not get jealous. Yeah. I don't think Joy is worried.
Nah, I think she knows that they're good.
Yeah.
And unless Jay just does something just astronomically wrong,
and he didn't.
And
not on this
episode, but I think she knows that they kind of want to choose each other.
Right.
So,
Rasheed tells Alex that he wants to get to know her better. And in between these two conversations where Jay is with Joy and Rasheed is with Alex, there is Adriana sitting alone.
Right. I was like, oh, man.
I think in that moment, I thought Adriana wasn't going to go out with anyone on this week, but we later were surprised. Or I won't say surprised, but we saw that she did go out on the date.
Adriana did?
Mm-hmm.
Who did she go with?
Rasheed.
That was Alex.
Nope. Rasheed. I had Rasheed and Adriana go on a date.
I guess I stopped taking notes or something. Anyway, go ahead.
That might have been when you fell asleep. So Calfini asked Denise to spend this week with him. They had a date, I guess, on a pavilion of sorts. That's the word. I was looking for the word for what they were on. Yeah. And he gave her a massage. And during that conversation or after the massage conversation, Denise was asking Calfini about needing a mother figure for his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that we knew Calfini had a daughter, but I don't think we knew any of the information surrounding his daughter. So apparently his daughter is 12 and his daughter's mother is not in her life. So he is full-time dad.
I did not know he had a daughter.
I think that was in the first...
I probably missed it. But
well, I mean, the very first episode, which was like the casting special, it was too many people.
Yeah,
and
I probably missed it.
We were just like, oh my God, get through all these people. Because it was like, what, 20 people?
Yeah.
It was just way too many people. So with way too many people, I just...
Yeah. Like, I definitely missed it.
I got anxiety around the number of people, and I was like, it's just too much.
I thought that was when he said that and brought the fact up that he has a daughter, I was like, Denise is perfect. Being a track coach, she
mentors girls.
Right, she mentors girls and just being around kids.
Mm-hmm.
She can kind of like, it's kind of normal for versus somebody that's not around kids, don't have kids, you know what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm. It's kind of like how, and this is just to put my family into it. It's like my stepdad.
Yeah.
He's been a girls basketball coach for so long. For a lot of those girls, he became a father figure.
Yeah.
Not trying to take their dad's place, but I remember plenty of times growing up where a girl would get a flat, he would be like, I'm about to go help her out.
Yeah.
Or, something along those lines where it's just like, this is the man that's stepping in to do the dad type things for them. And Denise would be a great fit in stepping in for mom type duties with the daughter.
She's
because,
like 12 now, right?
Yeah, they said she's 12. Or he said she's 12. I think that was all I had for Calfini and Denise on that date. So Alex and Rasheed sit down and they have fondue.
Yeah.
And when they were opening up their cards to read what they need to talk about today, they talk about looking for perfection in relationships, which I thought was interesting, especially with Rasheed being divorced.
Yeah.
Because single people, I feel, romanticize marriage. And make it seem like it is a perfect institution all the time. Unless you physically, you can see the holes in it. But if you don't see the holes in it, you're like, oh my God, they're so great. Marriage is great. I can't wait to get married. And then it's him being someone on the other side. I appreciate that he's not jaded by not being married anymore. And he also is talking about how he was chasing perfection in his previous relationship, but he's moved past that chasing perfection and he wants something real.
Right.
So I can get with that. They also bring vulnerability into the conversation. Of course, it's our buzzword for
vulnerability. Every time you hear vulnerability, take a shot.
It's like, watch what happens live. You see this word.
Take a shot. No, don't take a shot. We're not saying take a shot.
Alex discusses with Rasheed about the domestic violence of her past relationship. And I thought they had already done this before.
Not with Rasheed.
Who was it with?
It was with Brian. Brian wasn't listening to her.
I thought it was somebody else too.
I think these two the only two that she may have talked about it with a girl. But I know she specifically talked about it with Brian.
Yeah, I remember that because that was how Brian got written off.
But she was talking with Rasheed about her mom and how her dad was taking care of him.
Was her mom's caregiver now.
Yeah. And so the domestic violence or being a victim of it, I thought it was pretty cool how Rasheed just listened to her.
He did ask questions.
And he started to ask questions to have a conversation with her about that.
He asked her about healing from it, which is interesting because I guess it's not really important what was done or what was said, but it's like, how are you now?
Right.
On the other side of it. So yeah, I can get that. I really do I was worried about liking Rasheed, but I feel like a lot of that was me being projected upon by Denise.
Yeah, like I was just thinking that too, man. I was like, Rasheed wasn't liked because Denise projected some type of...
Yeah, and it wasn't that I didn't like him. It was just her projections made me look at him like, is he like that?
Right.
But it's like, as you get to know him, it's like, he's not that bad of a guy.
Nah.
Because she made him sound very pretentious.
Right.
Mostly because of his skin tone and the fact that he works with luxury vehicles, which that's where the money is.
Hey.
You're not making a ton of money trying to sell 20-year-old Buicks.
I've never tried to sell a 20-year-old Buick, so
I haven't either.
Buicks make some good cars.
I mean, I'm not saying they don't, but I don't think it's a lot of money in it.
I mean, I don't know.
Anywho, Joy and Edwin are our next couple that goes out on a date. Joy and Edwin talked about past mistakes from her marriage. Edwin has never been married, right?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Edwin has lived a life.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. He has done a lot in his 39 years.
Mm-hmm.
I zoned out when they started talking because I felt like
no, it wasn't that we zoned out. Lily decided that she wanted to dance to Little Peter Rabbit.
Oh, I still zoned
at
out.
very high volumes. So we had to turn the TV up like 10 to 15 notches beyond where it normally is. And we were just having a hard time listening. I do know that they danced.
Yeah.
At the ending of their date. Edwin really tries to bring some sensuality to their dates.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's a bad thing because it's not sexual. Yeah. But it is sensual.
It's always weird for me when I look at Edwin and Joy together because Edwin likes Joy, but I don't feel like Joy
is doing what Naya said she was doing.
Yes. Yeah, she definitely, I feel like that's what she's doing. Mm-hmm. Even though she may like him a little bit, but she likes Jay a lot more. But yeah, it's always a weird feeling when they're around each other because I feel like he's talking to his friend / therapist about situations, and I'm like, nah, that's the wrong way to go.
Joy does seem to turn on her therapist hat when she gets with him. She's like, how do you feel?
Yeah.
Tell me about this. And I mean, you know.
I did hear her when she was like, she don't think Edwin is ready for love. And I was like, I can't say if he's ready or not, but I don't think you ready to love him. Right. I don't think it's, for you, it's more so of a obligation to go on this date than to try to get to know him a little bit better. Mm-hmm. So
next was Jay and Winter. They went stargazing and he showed her Aquarius in the sky, which is her sign. And I laughed because I thought about you.
I thought that was like, I literally wrote Jay is on it because he remembered her birthday.
Astrological sign.
Yeah, well, that's what it's called?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So he remembered that and like focused the date around something for her. Mm-hmm.
I laughed at you because you're like, I'm an Aquarius. I'm like, you don't even know what that means.
I don't. Really don't. Not Jay, but Winter was like, why haven't they kissed?
And they still haven't kissed.
And they still haven't really kissed, but they kissed.
No, he kissed her on the cheek. There was no kissing.
But he was like, I'm gonna give you what you want. Like, nah, she didn't want no kiss on the cheek, man.
Like, I feel like she's gotten a kiss on the cheek from him before. Like, you know, like those hug, kiss you on the cheek by. I feel like she's gotten that from him. But maybe she hadn't. I don't know. She said in her confessional that she felt like he wasn't being vulnerable with her.
Yeah.
And I don't think he wants to.
Nah, I think Joy is for Jay, and I think Jay is for Joy.
They gonna have
Joy is for Jay.
Little Joy Jayets.
Yeah. Like, I think their like main thing is each other, and right now they're just playing the game with the other people. So it seems unfair, but I mean, like, it is what it is on that, you know. they really kicked it off.
One of the things that they talked about with their cards was that Winter dates emotionally unavailable men. I felt that.
Did you?
Yes.
What did you feel?
In the past, I've dated emotionally unavailable men. Like,
am I emotionally
sometimes you have two levels. You either feel everything or you feel nothing at all. So either like you're like way too emotionally intelligent that day, or I'm just like, give me something. Like there's no in between with you. It's like one day either like all your feelings come pouring in, or the next day don't talk to you about anything because you don't feel nothing about anything.
I'm glad you explained that because I sure was lost.
You got it now?
Yeah, I'm there now.
The next thing I wrote was that he leaned in for a kiss and he kissed her on the cheek. Like it happened so fast.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like a lingering kiss on the cheek.
Like, can you imagine like the things that she was going through right before the kiss on the cheek? Oh my God, he's gonna kiss me. Oh my God. Yes, Joy, you ain't got nothing on me. And then he kisses.
I'm finna kiss him so good.
The biggest disappointment in this whole season was Joy getting kissed on the cheek. Right then. Not Joy, but Winter getting kissed on the cheek right then and there. Mm-hmm. She was so devastated by that, man.
Second is Nia going home. I'm calling my boyfriend.
She left like David Ruffin on the Temptations when they fired. You can't fire me.
Right.
Man. Why we always bring her up, man? She's off the show.
Because she made an exit. Next up, Rasheed and Adriana go out on a date.
Okay.
And he gave her a notebook for a gift to write her lyrics in because she sings. Hello? Were you there?
I don't know. I don't remember none of this. Where was they date at?
Like in the lounge. Like literally like, you know, like where all the couches and stuff are just sitting around. Like there.
No.
In a common space.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
You don't remember that?
I don't like.
What did you write down?
Rasheed and Adriana. That's it. What you got?
I wrote down that he gave her that notebook.
That's cool.
And then they kissed.
Can she sing?
I don't know.
I didn't know she could sing or was a singer.
The only thing I know about her is that she's a realtor. And I want to say that they kissed. I mean, not kissed, that she was a cheerleader.
Yeah, she was.
She was a cheerleader and she is a realtor. Yeah. And that's about all I know about her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so hey, Rasheed and Adriana.
And she giggles a lot.
Everybody giggles a lot.
I know. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but that's what I know about her. Next was Winter and Anthony. They went and played badminton. And that's funny because you and I had to look up what the game was called. Like before they said it on the screen, we're both like, what are they playing?
I was like, all I was thinking was little tennis rackets.
I was like, the little thing, they got a ball on the end. It's like a net.
You was like, is this croquet? Crochet? Whatever it is, croquet?
Croquet?
Croquet.
But that's terrible, on the ground.
We're awful. Yeah,
with the little mallet thing.
That's a completely different
I know.
game.
I was like, stuff that you play at a family reunion. Go. So in theirs, whoever wins, there was a kiss involved. Mm-hmm. So if she won, he had to kiss her and then
on the lips.
Yeah, on the lips, and then carry her back to
if
the thing. That was if she won.
Yeah.
If he won, he just wanted to kiss on the lips.
Yeah.
And I think that it shocked him that her counter offer was a kiss on the lips.
He was like, "What? Okay, bet I'm getting a kiss."
Because he was like, "I won." But really, she won.
Right.
So we both won.
Right. He was happy about that.
I
think that's a good move for Winter to kind of pivot away from Jay. I never knew if she was interested in Edwin or not.
I don't know. I feel like, and I hate to say it this way, but I feel like Anthony is becoming everybody's consolation prize.
He is.
Or not everybody, but Denise and Winter.
Yeah, he is.
But when you look at the women that are left, Joy has 2 people vying for her. Adriana has 2 people vying for her. Winter and Denise are kind of like iffy on who's looking for them and who else is there.
That's it.
It's supposed to be 4 women left, right? Yeah, because it was the guys were considered the Fab Five. I actually wrote that down.
Oh yeah.
And it was 5 ladies left, and so Alex went home. So there's 4. Adriana, Joy, Winter, and Denise. So only one of them is going to be left.
Yeah.
When it's all said, not one of them. Only one more person is going home when they're all said and done. So Winter and Denise are like using. It feels like they're using Anthony as their consolation prize to stay.
Yeah. Yeah, Anthony is a consolation prize, but that's possibly gonna keep Anthony there.
I can see that because if Calfini chooses Adriana, then Denise goes home.
And Rasheed is still there too. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
So
there's Edwin, Rasheed, Jay, Calfini, and Anthony.
Yeah. So 5 against 4. So we know the men are going. Somebody's going
one of the
home.
guys is going home next week.
Yeah.
So last thing I wrote was that the Fab Five, is what Tommy called them, met up at Tommy's Tavern. The bottom 2 were Alex and Denise. This is Denise's 3rd time in the bottom.
Yeah.
So I guess we can look at who of the women do you think is going to stay, and which guy do you think is getting eliminated next?
Joy.
Joy gets to stay, of course. I think Adriana gets to stay.
Adriana's gonna stay. I want to say Winter.
I don't know. I feel like Denise has made a better connection with Calfini and Anthony than Winter has. All Winter has is Anthony. But because Winter kissed Anthony, that might take away Denise.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like...
We know Joy and Adriana. So the toss-up is Winter and Denise.
And Denise, yeah. And I think Denise is going to go home because Calfini is more interested in Adriana and Anthony is more interested in Winter.
But on the flip side, what 2 guys do you think are going home?
Anthony.
Because that determines which woman stays.
Right. Because the guys are going home.
The guy goes home first.
I think Anthony is going to go home.
So if Anthony goes home...
Winter is going to go home, for sure.
Because she doesn't have Rasheed, Calfini, Jay, or Edwin.
Yeah.
Going for her.
Yeah.
Edwin might go home.
I think Edwin...
Because actually, Edwin might go home before Anthony. Because Winter and Denise can keep Anthony.
Yeah.
But who can keep Edwin?
Ain't nobody vying for Edwin.
Exactly.
Because Joy
is all about Jay.
All about Jay. And Winter and Edwin didn't...
And I didn't think that Winter and Anthony were going to vibe after last week's episode when she told him more than once, basically, don't come over here talking to me about another woman.
Right. But they went on another date and Anthony got a kiss, so that makes them, connected in some type of way.
So, okay. If Edwin goes home, that means you have Jay and Joy. Yeah. Rasheed and Adriana.
Right. Calfini and
Denise. And what guys does that leave? That will leave Anthony and Winter. Which we still send home Anthony and Winter. Yeah.
It makes it tough, man. It definitely makes it tough. So they probably do 1 by 1 instead of 2s. But the thing is, so you got Joy that has, who's going home next?
A guy.
The guys are going home next.
Because Alex went home this week.
You got Joy, with Edwin, the two she got to choose from is Edwin and Jay. You got Adriana, Rashid, and Calfini. Calfini's gonna stay there because Denise and Adriana got to choose between.
And Denise is he's Denise's top.
Yeah.
And I still think that Rasheed is Adriana's top.
And Anthony is in the runnings with Calfini with Denise as well. Mm-hmm. So it's tough. I don't know. I think
Edwin's going home next week.
I think
that's my prediction.
I think it's between Anthony and Edwin. I can't really
It's between those two, but I think Edwin's going home.
Okay. Well,
because I can't see a connection for Edwin to stay.
I think I'm gonna just go ahead and say Anthony's going home. So, so
one of us can be wrong.
So one of us can be wrong, and somebody can say, "I got you."
Probably me. All right, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell. Give us a comment below of which guy do you think is going home next week based on who we have left, as well as what couples you think will make it to the end. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, comment down below. That's all I got.
And happy holidays, because we won't get a new episode until the new year.
Actually, yeah. So see you guys for Ready to Love in 2021.
2021. Finally, we're done with 2020.
Well, we ain't done yet.
Well, almost. But
we on the way.
Happy holidays, guys. We tried the 12 days of Christmas. So we got maybe like 6 days in. So
we're gonna try to finish out the rest of the 12 days.
Yeah, so if you haven't checked out those, check out some of the other videos. Also, check out some of the podcast episodes that we have from earlier this year. So,
yeah, and we're gonna come back 2021 with August Love Story podcast as well.
Yep. So
all right. Bye, guys.
Peace, guys.